Hi, my name is Gary DeWitt. I'm an attorney in Northwest Arkansas that helps you find a sense of serenity, relief, and peace of mind. You have many things you should worry about, but don't have to continue fretting over. You have two choices, but only one makes sense. The one that will give you an immense sense of relief, security, and peace of mind. Nobody can predict the future. Mr. M didn't know he would be diagnosed with a debilitating vitamin processing disorder, leading to his physical inability to walk and talk. Mrs. L didn't know she would have a car accident that left her unable to make decisions after her airbag didn't deploy. Mr. S didn't expect to have a stroke at work, leaving him unable to continue working. But you can future-proof your life in many ways. Peace of mind, in its simplest terms, is getting good answers to pressing questions and putting those answers into legally binding documents. If you leave unanswered questions, then your loved ones' lives can be much more complicated. It could involve a lot of money out of pocket and time spent in court. You must answer all these questions and have the answers in legally binding documents. If I'm out of it, who makes the decisions? If you don't name somebody to make your decisions when you're out of it, then your family may end up in court to get somebody appointed by a judge to make them for you. In other words, they must get a judge to rip your rights away and give them to somebody else. You can end up temporarily incapacitated for many reasons, including common accidents and medical incidents. You can get your wishes for financial, personal, and healthcare decisions written down in legally binding documents. Who knows where my financial and personal and healthcare records are? If nobody knows where to find these things, then they won't be able to manage your affairs very well if you are out of it. You deserve the best care you can get. Make sure you get it by sharing where you keep your records. Who will raise and take care of my underage children? If you have children under 18, have you decided who would take care of them if you couldn't? If you don't get these choices written down, your family may fight over custody of your children. Your children may be involved in court battles during an already hard time. Those battles may continue for years and years. End the battles now by nominating your choice. Who gets what and when after I'm gone? Money changes people. You should make the choices about who gets your hard-earned money and assets. Maybe you want to leave something to a charity or your church. Make your own choices. Don't leave it to your loved ones to fight over. Do you want to stay in control and protect your family? Without your plan in place, the state and judges make all the decisions. You deserve to keep control, decide who gets what and when, and even if some people get anything at all. You should be able to choose if children with addictions get money in a lump sum. You deserve to provide for special needs children and grandchildren. You should decide if your children get a lump sum of money or if the money gets paid to them over time. Perhaps the money should be used for higher education first, then the rest given to them. Doesn't my spouse get it all anyway? No. Under Arkansas law, your spouse only gets a minority fraction of what you have. Your children or other heirs at law get the rest. Make sure your spouse gets the share you want them to get by making it legally binding today. Do you have children or grandchildren with special needs? If so, then you need to plan so they don't lose any income or asset-based benefits because of an inheritance. They don't have to be cut out completely, but do need to be planned for. Do you want to leave something to somebody other than your children, like your grandchildren or church? It's not uncommon to want to leave a small gift to charity, church, or even some people close that helped you out. With your plan, you can choose to do just that. Do you want to be on life support while your family fights over your fate in court? Terry Schiavo is the case in point. She laid in a hospital bed for 15 years while her husband and mother fought over her fate. In the end, it turned out she had been brain dead for those 15 years. You don't have to lay there letting your family fight over your fate. Do you want the state's default plan or your own? If you don't write your own plan, the state of Arkansas has written a plan for you. Their plan is probably not what you want. You create your own plan and replace their plan. Are you unmarried but living with somebody you want to provide for? The state says, by default, they get nothing. That is, unless you plan for them. What if? The questions go on, but these are some of the most important ones you needed answers to. You have two choices, but only one makes sense. You can either continue worrying about the future, relying on the judgment of the state and courts to make your decisions you want the way you want, or you can stop worrying about the future by choosing the proven techniques and methods used by thousands successfully. Why continue to worry and stress? I have a much better way, I assure you. You can get an immense sense of relief, security, and peace of mind. Now is the time to discover the pathway to peace of mind. Call me now so I can start your plan for peace of mind today. Really, it's that easy. Make it easier for you and the people you love.